Hello everyone and welcome yet again for another Total Warcast. This is episode 16 I believe, and well, it's been quite a week. I've worked a lot. We had the German High Command from the place I work, the guys who came to Norway to check out our store, and it went pretty alright. I worked my ass off, so it should be alright. And it's been quite generally a little stressful weekend, but not a week, but now the weekend has come and I have time off, and it's time for the Total Warcast. Joining me is Boost or Boustrophedon. How do you say your name?
I'm not sure myself, it's Greek, but I pronounce it Boustrophedon.
Boustrophedon. Just call you Boost.
Yeah, okay.
Boost. So Boost, you are joining me in this Total Warcast as a well, you're actually quite a lot. Can you care to introduce yourself to the listeners?
Yeah, maybe somebody recognizes me from the forums, but I'm just Boustrophedon. I joined in 2010, and I'm just mainly active in some content staff work, some writing, and I have a mod that I'm developing myself with a team.
Nice.
And yeah, that's about it. And
Awesome.
I'm Belgian. I'm a student.
Cool. Thank you. That's actually the best introduction I've heard in a while. Nice. So yeah, Boustrophedon is joining me for a number 16, and we're gonna talk about different things. For example, the writer's study. But first, we're gonna hop into the news bucket. This week is kind of slow, but what can you do? If you're listening right now, go into Steam and download Napoleon Total War if you don't have it. It's free this weekend, and you will also get it for 50%. So it's basically a sale on Steam, so check it out. Have you got Napoleon War? Total War, I mean.
Yeah, I bought it when it came out on disc.
On disc?
Yeah, I still have a disc.
Okay, man. No joking. Yeah. So yeah, do you enjoy it? Do you still play it?
I liked the scenario. I think it's one of the Total War games with the most scenario-focused game, just Napoleon and his exploits. So I liked it for that, but I'm not a big fan of the era.
Yeah, me neither. So I haven't played that. I feel a little bit embarrassed. I bought it on sale and haven't played anything. I played the Empire a lot, but I haven't played Napoleon Total War so much. But oh well. Well, I have the chance now, but I have bought it, so you know, we'll see. Okay. I have actually just two more news, but I think it would be quite fun to talk about these ones. Boost, have you played Sins of a Solar Empire?
No.
Okay, well then this is gonna be fun for you. Sins of a Solar Empire, for you those who doesn't know, it's a huge strategy game, real-time strategy in space. And it's just basically about controlling planets, resource management, and making huge battle fleets and just killing everything in the galaxy, which is fun. This came out a long time ago, a couple of years ago, and now a new expansion has come out called Rebellion. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the features. You get new factions. Meaning that instead of just you have 3 factions to start off with. Now that it's more about, you know, on the inner focus, so you can either be loyalist or rebels, so you have to choose that, and you will get, you know, new tech tree, technologies, and ship variants and all that. You also can get huge ass Titan class ships, massive warships, which for each different race, you know, different kind of stats and all that, and they actually dwarf which was pretty large in Sins of a Solar Empire, the capital ships. And you also have new smaller ships, and yeah. And you also get, you know, different types of versions of ships depending on what you are, loyalist or rebel. All nice, very nice. Also, they have updated a little bit on updated lighting and particle effects for the beams, and I don't know what you call it, the lasers, for enhanced visuals. So that's really nice. And also they have also tried to revamp the time it takes to finish a game. making shorter game sessions by adding more victory conditions and all that. That which is really nice because it's a game it's a huge time consumer if you really want to finish a game, depending on how big the galaxy is and all that. Yeah, so it's really nice. Really nice. You should check it out, Boost.
Yeah, it sounds like a great game actually. Yeah. But money is a bit short at the moment, so I'm not sure if I'll get it.
Yeah, wait for a sale or something.
Yeah, a Steam sale or something. I'll wait for that.
It's actually quite nice. It's actually quite a unique. I feel a quite unique game, real-time strategy. It's really, really nice influence on me. So it's nice. By the way, Boost, what kind of games do you enjoy? I forgot to ask you when we did the introduction.
Well, I'm obviously a strategy game fan, but I actually play a lot of shooters as well.
You do? Nice.
Yeah.
We have something in common. Do you have Battlefield 3?
No, I don't. I'm a Call of Duty fanboy, I'm afraid to say.
Oh man, you're the punching bag of the internet.
Yeah, I know. I'm one of those newbies.
One of those million newbies that buy.
Yeah. But I prefer playing the old ones though.
Yeah. That's what I also enjoy. I enjoyed Call of Duty 4, but after Modern Warfare 2, it just went downhill. So.
Yeah, I prefer the Second World War setting.
Yeah, actually, that as well. But times change and things go to shit. So that's usually how it goes. Being a pessimist.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. Shall we see? I have one more news, and that is actually if you guys remember back in a couple of episodes ago, I talked about Black Mesa Source, which is a toll conversion for the first Half-Life game into the Source engine, which is made by private people who just making this for free. I talked a lot about the features, how it's free to play and all that, but and talked about the interview which was with the development leader, the team leader, and now I have actually some pictures for you, high quality pictures. Actually, I'm gonna post two links. One of them is to the news article on Rock Paper Shotgun where I found it, and also a Facebook for high quality images Facebook link. So, but if you don't like Facebook, you're one of those guys who don't like to be social like me, you can go into Rock Paper Shotgun and see the pictures there. So yeah, I heard about this mod, Boost.
I have, but I don't know. I tend to stick to the Total War games for mods because they're so easy to install usually.
Yeah, I think this will be just as easy. I think it will be just like a whole game itself. It's not really you have to. I think you will of course have the base, the engine to run it, but it will be like quite huge, to be honest.
Well, I hope my PC can handle it. I have a pretty antique computer.
Yeah, I think that it won't be a problem. It's a Half-Life. It's the Source engine, so.
Okay.
But yeah. So I'm actually quite optimistic for this game. They actually textured and like made new enemies, and it seems that they got most stuff down, which is quite awesome. I think it's gonna be. Yeah. I have my hopes up on this. So, and also it's free to play, so you can just download it for free.
Well, if it's free, well, it can only be good, right?
Yeah, exactly. The people complaining about free stuff, they should go hang themselves. So.
True that.
Yeah. What? This is not good enough, but you didn't pay anything for it. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't get that. It's like in the mod forums, people who are saying like you should do this or that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these people aren't getting paid. They're just doing this out of their free will.
Yeah, exactly. That's something that really annoys me with on some of the mods on Total War. It's like, oh, you should do this and you should do this, but then it's like, wait, what? I use tons of time on my own free time to make a mod, and you come in here to. I understand, like giving people hints or whatever tips or whatever they want to see in the game, but it's like being critical and being constructive with it.
Yeah, I'm talking about people like you should increase unit size. If not, I won't download it. Oh, fine.
Well, fine. Don't download it then. I don't care. I'm not getting paid or not if you don't do it. So yeah. That's actually all I have for the news bucket. So we have to find a good. It's got quite slow today. I really wanted to do maybe some forum frenzy today, but I have a couple discussions, but I don't really feel prepared for it. It's been a hectic week, so I might do it next week. There's several topics I really want to talk about, but yeah. Well, I don't know if you're up for it. Boost?
Yeah.
Are you up for it?
Yes, of course.
Did you catch what I said now?
Yeah, sorry. Do you want me to introduce the piece now?
Yeah. Okay. We just do what we said we were gonna do. I was talking about the forum frenzy. The discussion.
Sorry. I wasn't.
Yeah, no. Like I said, you have to stop saying sorry. I haven't done anything wrong yet.
Yet.
Yes,
keep saying
exactly.
yet.
Yeah, I'm saying yes, but I don't know if you're gonna screw up yet. Okay, so why I want to boost on here today is because he is a what called are you a moderator or a writer in the writer study?
I think I like to claim I'm both, but I haven't written anything in quite a while.
Okay. Well, you are part of the content stuff, aren't you? I've seen you.
Well, yeah. I'm talking about stories. I do write some stuff for content stuff. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Whenever I have time.
Yeah. So I want you to. I'll probably have listeners here that doesn't know what are you guys talking about. Well, Boustrophedon is going to tell you all about it right now. Good luck.
Okay, so I'll just introduce the writer study.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if people have visited it yet. It's just a sub forum with where people can write after action reports about their battles or their campaigns in Total War games or in other games. We have some Skyrim reports as well from Skyrim players. And it's just basically a place where people can come and write stories and comment on other people's stories and all that. And we also have a few competitions that we organize.
Cool. So it's basically a forum for people who want to share their stories and all that. But what about your because you have a non-Total War games, you have the AARs in there. Is that part of the writer study as well?
Yes. It's basically just games, usually strategy games, like what's it called again? Those Paradox games, like Heart of Iron.
Mm-hmm.
And we have
Skyrim, for example, or just
Skyrim. We have a couple of other games as well.
Mm.
We have Legio and his Minecraft after action reports.
I haven't read that. I played on.
You should. It's really funny. Oh
my God, he writes a lot.
Yeah, he does. He's very active.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but yeah, you have some stories there as well. It's a bit of a silent place because it's so Total War focused on this site. But we do have some good stuff there.
Yeah, I can see. So seems real nice. So basically, after action reports are stories from your games where you count down your, for example, epic last stand, or like your kingdom's last stand in a Total War campaign, or whatever.
Yeah, stuff like that. Well, we usually have two sorts. We have battle-oriented after action reports where you just write about your battles and your tactics, and we have sort of empire building after action reports where it's about your king or your kingdom and
just following through the footsteps of your rising glory.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, I've read some after action report. It's really cool to actually see, especially reading the ones which have just an epic setting, which is just you get dragged into the story so much, and you're really looking forward to seeing it go well.
Yeah, exactly. Some of them are really amazing, to say the least.
People put a lot of work into it, which is nice. You had a couple of you have AAR writing. I guess we took care of that now, haven't you? Or do you
we did.
More? Yeah. And the Tale of the Week. What is that?
Yes, I'm not sure if people have heard of it, but I'm thinking they haven't. It's basically just a weekly competition where you have a picture that we in the staff provide, and then 5 thematic words or just 5 keywords, and you have to use those words in your story. And then you submit your story, you write something that you like, and then at the end of the week, usually on Sunday, we organize a poll, and yeah, people can vote. I think pretty much anybody can vote. You just have to have 25 posts and been a member for a week or something.
Okay, so anyone can actually do this.
Yeah, pretty much anybody can come and vote.
Does it have an FP post, front page post, or is it?
No. Because we do it weekly, we can't have a weekly front page post.
Okay. Well, I can. So.
Yeah, you're special. You're special.
I am the Warcast host.
That's true.
So yeah, it's just basically just like, for example, what's it called, the picture of the week contest, or the art,
the video of the month or something.
Yeah, something like that. It's like basically just normal Total War, TW Center competitions. So.
Yeah, exactly. And you can get an award for it. I think we have bronze, silver, gold.
Yeah, which is just an icon directly under your profile. When
yes.
So it's a little bit of glory having that, just so people know.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Well, I think some people are in it for the story writing. I think some people are just in it because they want an award. And we have a healthy mix of the two. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I can see like the competitive people just going so mad. I have written the better story than you, and it's like, oh, yeah, it's writing, man. I find that funny. So yeah, I also have a newsletters commentary thread. You want to elaborate that?
Well, the newsletter is a pretty new thing. I think it's only 4 or 5 weeks old, which is very new in the terms of writer study, because the writer study was founded in 2008, I think. So it's pretty new, and it's basically just a sort of overview of what we did that week, the new submissions, the new poll, the new winners, and just some news and some advertisements that we post every Monday. So it's just to keep things organized, I guess, to keep people who don't visit daily, to keep them a bit in the loop on what's happening.
Well, that's nice. It's just a basic, news.
A newsletter, yeah.
Yeah, basically, it needs a newsletter. So that's nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Reorganization of the writer study.
Well, yeah, we've actually been discussing this for quite a while. I think a few months now, but we can't seem to form an agreement. It's pretty well. How do I put it? In 2008, things were very easy. You had only a few Total War games. Well, we now have I think Napoleon. We have Empire now. We have the new Shogun 2. So we have a lot of new areas that we need to organize and that we need to sort of maintain. And the question that we're basically asking ourselves is, how can we make things more organized, and how can we attract new people, and how can we keep those new people from coming? So how can we keep them interested?
Yeah, of course, that's the problem. Problem everyone is facing in the content is actually making content worthy of people actually paying attention to it. For example, the Warcast. So it's a dilemma everyone has.
I think it's easy to attract new people, but to keep them coming is the challenge. Or to keep them to help them participate, that's even a bigger challenge.
Yeah, that's actually something that is really important. It's that people, we're getting a little bit more out there, because there's a lot. I bet there's a lot of people there who's just shy, who doesn't really think that because they have 20 posts, that they can't really involve themselves. I started the Total Warcast in the Shogun 2 general discussion. And I started with, I can't remember, 120 posts, and now I'm, in the content of it's just trying, it's all for fun. So it's not, it's nothing serious.
Well, we have some writers, some new guys, and just out of nowhere, like their first post, or maybe even their 5th or 10th post, and they just start writing stories, and it's really great to see them, because we're giving them sort of an outlet for their creativity.
Yeah, exactly, which is really nice. I think that that's really something special about TWC, is that we have a community that it's so creative. You have different artists, you have writers, you have models.
Well, yeah, exactly. Whatever your talent is, you can you're welcome somewhere on
Yeah.
TWC.
And exactly, and you actually, if you're talented, you will get embraced by people, and you will get exposure for your work, and people will actually be serious about giving you feedback and such like that. It's great, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's a few writers who don't post a lot. I think they have about 400 or 500 posts. They've been a member for a few years, but they have this one story going, or they have this one project going, and they're really good at it. So they have a pretty big following, even though they're not that well known outside of their small circle.
Yeah, yeah, that's same as yeah, you have a. I'm not any part of any circle. I'm just a lone hermit.
But no, you're part of the content staff circle,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
which is the best circle on the entire site. Let's be
Well, it's
honest
not really a
about it.
circle. It's a what can I say? It's a gathering of circles in the content stuff.
Yeah,
Because
maybe.
you have the different publications, the writing stuff and all that, and then you have the video makers, and then you have the graphical, and then you have, for example, Deco Trash with his TWN, and then you have me with my Total Warcast. So
Yeah, but we all come together in a certain way,
yeah,
in more
Well,
than just the blue name and just the badge. I think it's a pretty fun environment. I wouldn't have stayed if it wasn't fun. I mean, if I felt like it was a job, then I wouldn't have stayed.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. So for me, well, actually, even though it doesn't feel like a job, it's still you feel an obligation to actually get content out. Total Warcast.
Yeah, it's a certain responsibility, I guess, to...
It is. Of course, I've skipped a couple times when it just doesn't feel right to do it, and also, which is a problem sometimes, which I can't get out of it because I have, for example, people I've invited and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It's nice. So, well, we actually moved. We kind of transversed ourselves into the tavern now. It's a little bit off topic. Is there something more you feel that you would want to bring up since we're here?
My exam stress. It's horrible. I hate it.
Your exams. Oh my god, I'm so glad I haven't.
Yeah, it's June, so I'm
here.
thinking pretty much everybody has exams now
No,
around
not
the
me.
world.
Not me.
No? No? Okay.
I'm done. I was done a year ago on the the thing you have to complete in Norway almost, and I'm working right now, which I'm probably gonna do for another year, save up money, and then I'm probably gonna go off into the world and wreak havoc.
What does that include? That sounds very dangerous. Oh,
plundering.
looting some villages.
Yes, British countryside, beware.
The Vikings are coming.
The Viking is coming.
Oh, just one of them. Just one
Me.
Viking.
Well, just one Viking. It should be enough to take on the British.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I dislike exams. Mainly because social life just dies. Nobody is... That my social life just dies. I sit at home, I study, I go to the store once a day maybe, and that's my life right now.
Yeah, that's my life right now. I just work, and then I have a couple of nights where I watch a movie with friends, and that's about it. Or I have some nights where I get pissed drunk, and that's like yesterday.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it is really interesting. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I was talking with a few friends, I think a day or two ago, about going to this new place where I live. A new, well, how do you call it? Sort of trendy bar. Yeah, it sounds ridiculous, but it's pretty cool.
Club?
Yeah, but it's not a club. I mean, they have music and they have food and drinks.
Ooh.
But it's not a club.
Okay, so it's like a chill place to drink.
Yeah, but the problem is that it's so expensive. I think it's ridiculous to pay an entrance fee for a bar.
Yeah, that's something that really annoys me. That's something I never do. Go to places like that. I think it's I pay to listen to way loud music and bass, and pay even more for getting drunk. And so nah, I don't like it.
Well,
but
thank God
I like going out with friends on a bar and just chilling. That's how I like to do it.
Well, I used to go out in Ghent. I don't know if people know that city. It's a pretty big student city. I think there are about 200,000 inhabitants, and there are about 60,000 students. So that's 1/4 of the population is students.
That's really
So
nice.
it's pretty much packed with bars and just fun places to go.
Mm.
And it's amazing to get drunk because it's so safe. You know, you won't get robbed, you won't get beaten up or anything like that.
Oh well, jolly good. I hate getting beat up. I haven't.
Well, you know, if you're drunk and you're walking around the street, you're pretty much a target.
Yeah, well, of course you are. Goddammit, I've had brothers and friends and all that who's been attacked, and people are violent in drunken rage, which is annoying.
Exactly.
Luckily, the problem with me, I lost a lot of weight. So I used to be big, so nobody messed with me. But now I lost a lot of weight, and I've lost a little bit of muscle mass as well. So I'm a little bit scared of going out of town again. But at least I'm tall, so.
Okay, so you're skinny but tall.
No, not skinny, not skinny. Dude, I was very chubby before I started working, and then I went to I walked to work, and then I lost a lot of weight. I lost 13 kilos in 2.5 months. So.
Well, but me, it's pretty much the opposite. I stopped playing sports a while ago,
Yeah.
and I've been gaining weight steadily.
Yeah.
So
it's
I should probably do
bitch.
something about that, but
Yeah.
I'm just a bit too lazy at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
I don't know.
Uh,
It's just that you have to go and go to the gym or whatever, and that costs a lot of money.
yeah.
And then you're there, and then you're trying all this stuff, and if you don't really know what you're doing, you're just hurting yourself.
Yeah, if you do the things, but like I said, you don't really need to go to the gym. All you have to do is take push-ups and sit-ups before you go to bed.
Does that actually work?
It does. It does. It doesn't need to be much. Of course, you don't get a hell of a lot stronger, but at least it doesn't take that much time, and you don't get tired of training. That's the number one thing you have to be careful about. Is not,
not to overdo it.
Yeah, overdo it and just I don't want to train, at all. It's really easy to do that. You just start off good, like insanely good, and then you just tire yourself out, and then you don't want to do anything.
Well, I'm pretty much a lazy person. Even though I'm ashamed to admit it.
Me too. I'm so god awful.
I really have to force myself to do a physical exercise.
Yeah.
I'm not fat or anything. I'm not fat. I'm not really overweight. I just have
a little bit of flab.
I could be much slimmer.
Extra flab.
Yeah. Flab. That sounds so disgusting.
Yeah, flab. It flabs in the wind. I like that word. That's gonna be my new word. Flab.
Well, we have a horrible climate for sporting here, for doing sports. In the summer it can get extremely hot, and in the winter it can get very cold.
How cold are we talking here?
Oh yeah, right. You're in the high north.
Yeah, snowy tops in Norway.
No,
it still doesn't get that because we have a very long country in the terms of geographically wise. So, like in the north, it's much colder than what it is south, but it still gets like 20-25 degrees minus.
Well, I spent the summer once in Sweden, about halfway the country. So it's also a pretty long country, but I was about halfway.
Mm-hmm.
And it was summer, but it was really cold, and people were just walking around in bikini and in their underwear, their swimwear.
Yeah.
And I was like,
those goddamn savage Swedes. At least I was wearing some clothes.
Yeah, well, it's just that it was pretty cold for my standards for a summer.
Yeah. No, we don't. We have like when we have. I remember the warmest we've had. The thing about Norway is that we have very cold winters, but we also have warm summers. So when we get 21 degrees Celsius, that's actually quite good.
20 degrees. That's pretty cold for a summer.
Well, yeah, it is. But I wear t-shirt now, and that's around 12 degrees right now, and I wore it today. It's a little bit chilling, but not too much. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to Italy in summer, so I'll have some pretty hot temperatures then.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think we've been talking for almost 30 minutes now, or over the 30 minutes, which was nice. That was the limit I set.
Yeah, I
So
think it's about 30 minutes. Yeah.
yeah. So how did you enjoy your little stay? Wasn't that much, but did you enjoy it?
Well, yeah, I did. I did. I got to talk about some stuff, and I hope people will visit the writer study now and participate a bit.
They will. Well, if you gotten 5 people, that would do enough. But if you got 30, that would be amazing.
Well, if we lure even one good writer, then we won something.
Yeah, but
So
something I'm wondering, so just because like I don't really write English that well. Do you embrace people that's not really like superior literature? I can't speak. Superior writing skills. Do you embrace those people who doesn't really know how to write?
well, we do have. Well, I'm not saying I'm a great writer or anything, but we do have one professional writer that I know of. I think.
No, I mean, do you like help people? Like you don't. It's not really elitist. That's the writer study. It's for everyone.
No, it's not elitist. I mean, if you don't make it, I think the only thing that will get you angry responses is if you don't take advice. Like if people say, don't write in all caps or don't write without any punctuation marks, and they keep doing it, then you will get some negative responses. But generally, I mean, we have a Serbian writer, and in the beginning, his spelling was pretty bad. Even so bad that I had to edit some posts every now and again to correct some spelling. But now I think 1 year. I think it was 1 year ago that he started writing, and now he's just writing so good, and it's amazing to see how well his English has progressed.
And that's good. That's good. Real well.
Yeah, well, thing is, if there's one thing I would like to change in the writer study is maybe allow some stories not in English, but that might be a problem because it's an English forum, of course.
Yeah, I think that would like me making Norwegian.
But I think
Danish people can read, but maybe Swedish, but it's gonna
Well, I think there are a lot of people whose English they don't feel is good enough to start writing stories, which is nonsense, of course, because you don't need to be a perfect native speaker to write a decent story.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. But actually, I have to get off now because my friends are brewing beer up in the second story of the house, so I need to go check on them. Yes, you heard me.
See, they don't burn down the house.
Well, it's not really. It's really actually just they just use cans, and you have malt extract. Malt extract. You have I don't know what to make the bread rise. What you call it? Get the air between them. What do you call that?
Flour?
No, flour. No, the other thing that would make it rise. I can't remember what it's called. You use that.
Oh yeah, I know what it's called in Dutch, but I don't know what it's called in English.
We call it jaar in Norway. Actually, and then you put that up, and you put a lot of sugar, and we're gonna make 50 liters of beer.
Will you even drink that? I don't think I drink 50 liters a year.
I doubt it. We're gonna use it's 150 Norwegian krones I use for the ingredients, and that's 18.75 euros. Time it that by 150 split by 6. That's around $25. Meaning that it's 3 Norwegian kroners per half liter, which is like insane because it costs like 100 Norwegian kroners for a half liter out on the town. So you save a lot of cash for it.
Yeah, I don't understand why alcohol is so expensive in Scandinavia.
Dude, I don't know. It's about the communism in here. I don't know. Last communist state.
It reminds me of drinking a coffee in Paris. It was 7 euros for a coffee.
Ugh, God, those goddamn French people.
Yeah. I thought, how can you charge 7 euros for a coffee? It's just beans.
That better be a good goddamn coffee.
It was a good coffee. But it wasn't worth 7 euros.
No, it usually isn't. But I have to hop off now because I wanted to see how it looks and all that. Thank you for being on Boustrophedon. It was really nice.
It was my pleasure.
Yes, and hopefully you will join me some other time.
Yeah, maybe. Sounds good.
Yes, so thank you. This was the Total Warcast episode 16. I was your host Daily, reporting almost live from the snowy tops of Norway. I'll see you next week.